Hello everyone, welcome to another HS2 update where I'll be covering the area between Waddesdon and Aylesbury. Throughout the video, I'll be including footage from the previous visit. We start just to the north of Waddesdon, at Wadston Cutting. On the southern edge of the cutting, they've been working on the landscaping, as the ground level's been built up since last time. They've also made a temporary haulage road along the bottom of it. Along the slope on the opposite side of the cutting, some tree planting was done earlier in the year. And I'll now take a look at it from the ground. This is the new bit of the A41 Bicester Road, leading to the new overbridge, which goes over HS2. So I thought I'd take a look, see how the planted trees are looking. And I've got my camera with me today so I can take a good close-up shot of them. I don't imagine they've done very well because we haven't had a lot of rain, have we? Not really. So you see them all over there with their guards. They all look fine, don't they? But we'll have a proper look in a moment. So these are the shots I took, and to be honest I can't see a lot of greenery, can you? I don't actually know the species of trees that these are, but they do appear to have a lot of buds on them. So we're at the beginning of July now, and I was expecting a bit more foliage than this. I'll have another look in 6 weeks' time anyway. So that's the new A41. Should we have a look at the old one, for old time's sake? Haven't been down here for a while. It's mainly leads to just the farm. But I can cycle down here even though it's closed. It's not cordoned off completely. Oh, to think how extremely busy this road used to be. That's an old lay-by showing the old route of the A41, which will come out somewhere up here. It sort of curves round. Totally overgrown in there now. So they are leaving some of this road because it has to access some of the properties. There's a farm just over there. If you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell for notifications of future videos. So at some point in the future, I don't know when, Bicester Road will be, well, it's already been dug up, look. Just tip you down a bit. You see there, look, they've already dug away the surface in readiness for HS2 to come through here somewhere. But we'll have a look at that from the air in a moment. So that bit of road there I think is permanent. Yeah, I'd have to look at the plans again. It's all a bit confusing when you're down on the ground. Right, let's take to the air and carry on towards Aylesbury. But before we do, there's the ghost road of the old Bicester Road and the inside of a car. Isn't that weird? I bet if I scraped, let's have a look. Bricktop, are you watching this? You and your ghost roads. There you are, look. There's the old tarmac of the Bicester Road. Isn't this peculiar? It's been like this since 1973, which is when they ironed out the kinks of the A41. I'm sure if you scraped back a lot of this overgrowth, you'd find road markings. I might look that up on the old DVLA. What was that? Does anyone know? Could almost make a car. Right, let's get back to the drone shots. Well, I hope you didn't mind that little diversion down the old Bicester Road there. Maybe I should do a video exploring that old bit of road, see what I can find. Anyway, back to Waddesdon cutting. So we've just passed over the original Blackgrove Road there, which has been completely severed by HS2, and another temporary haulage road has been cut in at the bottom there. And running horizontally along the screen is the original Bicester Road, which I was down at earlier, as you saw, with that barrier on the left there, and the new bit of road that leads down to Cranwell Farm. Just coming into view on the right is a temporary roundabout on the A41 Bicester Road. On the bottom right we can see a vehicle doing some groundwork. I think this is where a drainage channel is going, according to the plans. And the trackbed is just next to it there, just coming into view now. You'll notice along the haulage road a pattern like a dashed line. This is where they've been spraying water down to keep the dust away. Now what springs to mind is, how many gallons of water do you think they're using? It must be an awful lot, given that this must be happening up and down the route. If you'd like to support this channel with a donation, please go to my Buy Me a Coffee page at this link. Thank you. We're now coming up to the area around the Waddesdon Greenway, and this is where the Waddesdon Greenway will be redirected, as well as the watercourse which can be seen running diagonally to meet the clump of trees at the top there. I think the embankment on the bottom right is where the Waddesdon Greenway will go. Just where that yellow digger is moving at the moment. Because as you'll see, if you project it along the line, it will eventually join up with the bridleway overbridge just here. To the right of the south abutment of that bridge, we can see a curving track coming off of it, and that track will take you to the fields by Elms Farm. The temporary greenway can be seen marked by those yellow fence bases, which we've just seen that cyclist go along. And I'll be going down on there soon, so stick around for that. So, talking of the Waddesdon Greenway, let's go down on the ground and see how things look from there. Well, this is the Waddesdon Greenway. And as you saw from the air, they're making a little bit of progress, creating the landscape again so that this can be realigned. No signs yet of the bridge deck. I'll have to get past these two people. Cheers. Yeah, there's quite some deep excavations just to the left of me, where they're making new drainage channels for the little brooks that go alongside these fields. And this is Fleet Marston Spinney. It's quite weird, the path used to go straight up there originally. But for months and months we've had this diversion put in. Which I have to say, for a diversion, this is one of the best surfaces I've ever cycled on. It's absolutely smooth like a billiard table. Right, you can tell where vehicles are going. See Putlowes Bridge in the distance up there, which we will have a look at in a minute, and Thame Valley Viaduct, of course, another checkpoint. Okay, onwards to Thame Valley Viaduct. So we're now heading towards the Putlowes farm area and then Thame Valley Viaduct. I can't see a great deal of change along here, just the changing colour of the landscape. It's all very dry, isn't it? And coming into view now is Putlowes accommodation overbridge, which is coming on quite well, isn't it? They fitted some of the concrete parapets to the sides of it there, so that just leaves the central bit to do. I don't think I'll ever be able to go and have a look at it up close, this bridge, because it's just used by the farm, so it's not a public right of way. We now reach Thame Valley Viaduct, and progress as ever is rather slow on here as they're constructing the concrete deck. So that concludes our visit to this area. I'll be covering the route between Thame Valley Viaduct and Stoke Mandeville next, so keep an eye out for that in the next week or two. Thanks to those of you who have recently subscribed, and also to those of you who have donated. It's really appreciated. Keeps me motivated to do more videos. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.